guys, Dave Mead Longbows. We're going to cover today the advanced kit, which is the bamboo composite bow. We're going to go through the whole process of building your kit, so stay tuned. So starting off, you're going to have two bamboo limbs. Okay, you're going to have the back and the belly side. Remember these terms because we're going to talk about them throughout the entire process. You're going to have your seal blanks, which are the levers. Those are the tips of the bow. You're going to have your bow adhesive wrap, which is all-weather, all-climate protection that permanently wraps and binds your components to your composite bow. And you're going to have your glue sticks as well. My preferred method for a beginner to get a real feel and get real in tune with bow making and your new bow is to use Ferrer's rasp. It's a large file basically. Gets material off, you have a lot of control over it, less mistakes, less problems, and you get a real good feel for the process. First thing you want to tackle is your angles right here, your surfaces for your limbs to attach to. That's the most important angles you're going to create in this handle. So you want to go ahead and tackle those first and just start removing material to the line. Simple as can be. The next thing you would move to is your fade angles. And then you can start cleaning up the girth to contour and fit to your hand. It's a very forward grip, so it's a very easy to grip, quick pointing handle. So you don't want to change that too much, but you just want to contour it so it's rounded, so it's comfortable inside your grip. Now you can do that more down the road, but right now you want to get it pretty much there. And then the last thing you want to do before you glue this up is you want to make sure that these surfaces are level. So you sight down it like this and like this to make sure you have no tilt. So when you glue your limbs on, there's no shift or tilt or twist in your bow. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and contour your handle to fit your grip using a rasp. Obviously there's quicker ways to do this with a disc sander or a power sander. It all depends on your skill level and what you have at your disposal. But you can pretty much make quick work of anything you do. Plus, you don't have to spend too much time on this because it's going to be completely covered anyway, so don't worry about having pretty fine sanded lines. You just want to take down material that is unnecessary, especially around the arrow pass area, which is going to be to the sides of your A mating surface. So right around here you want to just bring that into a more sleek position. Now if you're going to add a shelf to it, then you're going to leave material on whatever side your shelf is going to be on and mark that so that you can go ahead and file in a shelf. But we're not going to do that on this bow today. So just position it anchored into your leg. It's good to have a piece of thick material, leather or whatever, otherwise you'll end up with holes in your pants. And when you get comfortable with it, you can typically have the handle roughed out 15 or 20 minutes. Really not that bad at all. That's good. Now, so one thing that might be confusing, it doesn't have to touch perfectly on either end. You actually don't want it to be in contact with the fade. You want to have that kind of angle away so it doesn't create like a pinch point or a fulcrum. As long as you have the majority of it, you know, probably close to 2.5, 2 3/4 inches of surface area glued down, you're good. You'll start with this top cut, get that material off to expose the profile of the Sia. And then what you're going to do is you're going to make a center line and you're going to remove 1/8 inch off each side of the cheek of the Sia, so you'll end up with something like this. You want to leave it dimensional for right now, which just means fancy word for squared off. It's a lot easier to sight this down a limb and glue this up square when you're building your bow blank. So leave it squared off like this for right now, and you're going to take it down to final dimension and final taper after the bow's assembled. Go ahead and test, fit everything and make marks for any excess material that needs to come off. And then you're going to go ahead and remove that material with a rasp. Check that the surfaces here, there's no real large gaps, there's no shifts in height, so the limb doesn't do this or this. And you're going to repeat that process, same process for your SIA, where it's going to go ahead and attach to the end of your limb. You got to make sure as well that this surface right here is flat and ready to accept this SIA so that it is plumb and level. Like that. You don't want this, or this, or this. We'll get more into that as we go ahead and go through the glue up process. Here, we're taking down the material to the line using a Ferrer's rasp. Don't be discouraged if this is all you have. You can make pretty quick work of something with it, but there's a couple things you need to know when you're dealing with bamboo. You can't just go to a sharp angle and just go after it like an animal. You could rip and tear and grab a huge chunk and ruin your whole limb in a second. So what you want to do is you want to take away that sharp edge and go in it at an angle first, and then work into the horizontal position to where you're really taking down material. And as you can see, you make pretty quick work of it. Same thing on here. Now I've got a lot of material there that I need to remove and flatten, so you want to let the rasp, the tool, do the work. Let the weight of it lay there and do the work, and make sure you're not moving across it at an angle. That'll help ensure that you have a level, flat surface. I'm going to finish this out so it's roughed out to the lines that have been traced on here, and then we'll move on to the next step. Alright, so basically in a nutshell, you're going to go ahead and get it into a squared up state, preparing it for a glue up position. And then the final shaping, rounding off, cleaning up, final tillering, that happens after you've built the bow into a bow blank. So this is what your limb should look like right now when you're moving ready to glue up. Alright guys, something you're going to need to know how to do is find your dominant eye before you start building this bow. So I'm going to show you how to do that real quick. You want to look at the bow anytime you're lining anything up, whether it be the handles, the limbs, or the SIAs. You want to look at it with your dominant eye only. Whether it's your left or your right, we're going to figure that out right now. And what you're going to do, make a triangle with your hands, and you're going to pick a spot, anything really, but it's something I like to do with an X. So we're going to make an X on the ground. I'm going to look at that X through this triangle. I'm going to close one eye, I'm closing my right eye now. The X didn't move. Close my left eye, the X is gone, it went off picture. So when I close my left eye, this is what it does to me. So that means my left eye is my dominant eye. When I close my right eye, it stays right in the middle and in my sight picture, so that means my left eye is my dominant eye. Alright, so I've got everything, all the surfaces planed, level, flat, flush, whatever you want to call it. Make sure that your mating surfaces are good, so this way you've done a dry run, and you're making sure with your dominant eye that you see a good, happy, level, and plumb setup with your SIAs to your limbs and your limbs to your handle. Once you get to that point, you're going to move on to gluing up, which is what we're about to do right now. Now, mate these up almost instantly. I'll shut my tank off real quick. You want to apply even pressure with your thumbs down, so you're moving down through this line in a downward motion and down through here. You don't want to squeeze it so hard that you have no glue in that joint, but you want to get it to where it's a small joint. And then at this point you can go ahead and smear the sides. It is hot, but it's not going to hurt that bad. Now this is where you got to start positioning. Depending on the temperature you're working in, if you're working in a hot day like we are today, it's about 85 degrees outside, you got a little bit more working time. So if you want to control that environment, and if you have a climate controlled environment to do it in, then that'll help. But if you're doing it in the winter or in a colder climate, the setup time is going to be a lot quicker, you'll find. So you'll have to move a lot faster, move with conviction. Make sure you're using your dominant eye and you're checking for tail moving and you're checking for tilt. And you want to get those lined up before that glue has set up and started its bond, because once it does, and if you make any shifts, you're going to break that bond, and it's best just to redo it. So once you have that, you set it aside. Now if you do have to make a correction, you want to make them proximal, so that is close to the joint. You don't want to grab it up here at the end of the SIA and make adjustments. You want to make it right here, make the adjustments right here at the joint itself. I like to sight down from the string groove like the string is sitting in there. We're good. Move on to the next one. Alright, now that you got your SIAs glued on, we're going to move on to gluing the limbs to the handle. And you just want to make sure you're picking up A and putting it on A, and B putting it on B. So we're going to go ahead and get started with that now. You're going to start with a limb, and you're going to get glue deposited on a limb. It's always best to start with a component that you can lay across your lap and then pick up the one that you're gluing to it. Same process. Warm it, open the pores, and then get the glue rolling so you can deposit it. It only takes 20 or 30 seconds for it to start to hold, and then you can go ahead and smooth out your edges and check your positioning. Get off your fingers. Glue's already holding, so now you're going to go ahead and sight down the center of the handle to the SIA. Make sure everything looks good and lined up. Same thing this way. You're going to turn it over. Sight down here. And then you're going to put it up like you were holding the bow. And you're going to check to make sure that your handle isn't shifted one way or the other. Deposit the glue.